Welcome to the Daily Decant, your 5-minute briefing on the world of wine. Each episode delivers practical insights to help you choose, order, and talk about wine with more confidence in everyday social settings. Let's get into today's decant. All right, the big weekly wrap, and I want to start with the argument that this entire week has been building towards. Because I think Spain deserves to be made directly and clearly. Spain is making some of the most compelling and best value fine wine in the world right now, and most wine drinkers are not paying nearly enough attention to it. Think about what we covered this week. Rioja, a region with a century-long track record of producing age-worthy, complex reds that are available in virtually every wine shop and restaurant in the country, at every price point from $15 to over $100, with a label system that tells you exactly how much aging the wine received before you buy it. That kind of transparency and accessibility is rare. Ribera del Duero, producing wines of Bordeaux-level structure and ambition from an extreme high-altitude climate anchored by the legendary Vega Sicilia and supported by a generation of producers, making extraordinary wine at genuinely accessible prices as well. Priorat, one of the most dramatic and original wine stories in the last 40 years, a tiny region rescued from abandonment by a handful of visionary producers, now making wines from ancient Licorella slate soils that taste like nowhere else on this earth. And Rías Baixas, producing the most food-friendly and aromatic white wine in Spain from a grape, Albariño, that deserves far more attention than it currently receives outside of the Iberian Peninsula. 4 completely different regions, 4 completely different styles in one country. And all of them across the board are offering meaningful value relative to what equivalent quality costs in France or Italy. A Rioja Gran Reserva from a top producer at $50 is competing with French wine at $150. A Ribera del Duero Reserva at $30 drinks like a Napa at twice the price. Entry Priorat at $25 provides a window into one of the world's most singular wine terroirs for the price of a mid-range Italian. These windows won't stay open forever, and Spain's reputation is growing. My personal top 5 from the week include number 1, López de Heredia, Viña Tondonia Gran Reserva, the most original and compelling wine in Rioja, a wine that's completely its own thing and utterly unlike anything else in the world. Number 2, Vega Sicilia Valbuena 5 Degree, the approachable face of Spain's most legendary estate and a genuinely profound wine at a fraction of the Unico price. Number 3, Alvaro Palacios Les Terraces, the entry point into Priorat from the producer who helped invent it, showing everything that makes this region extraordinary at an accessible price. Number 4, Do Ferreiro Cepas Bellas Albariño, Old Vine Albariño of extraordinary purity and depth, a wine that proves this grape can age and develop complexity like nothing you've ever tasted from the variety before. Number 5, Pesquera Crianza, because it's one of the best $25 bottles of serious red wine made anywhere on earth, and I want everyone to know it. So your 3-sentence Spain cheat sheet is this. 1, Spanish red wine is classified by aging tier. Crianza for everyday drinking, Reserva for the quality sweet spot, and Gran Reserva for special occasions. And these terms appear on almost every single Spanish label, making it one of the most transparent wine countries to navigate. 2, the 4 regions to know are Rioja for elegant, age-worthy Tempranillo, Ribera del Duero for powerful, structured, high-altitude reds, Priorat for the most intense and mineral wines in the country, and Rías Baixas for Albariño, the world's finest seafood, white. 3, for value, start with a Rioja Reserva from Muga, or La Rioja Alta, and a Ribera del Duero Crianza from Pesquera, 2 of the most reliable overachievers in world wine. Next week, I think this one's going to be particularly enjoyable as it's becoming summer here in Colorado and everywhere else in the country probably as well, if it's not already. Rosé Week. After 7 weeks of mostly serious, structured, age-worthy wine, we're spending 5 days celebrating one of the most underrated and most versatile wine styles in the world. We're going over to Provence and why it defines the benchmark for dry rosé. We'll travel in the South Rhone, which produces the most serious and age-worthy rosé in France, domestic rosé in California and Oregon, which is getting dramatically better, and we'll talk about the practical guide to buying rosé without getting burned by a pretty bottle with nothing inside. It's going to be a warm, celebratory, genuinely fun week. Make sure you subscribed, and we'll see you Monday, which is also going to be the 100th episode of the Daily Decant podcast, so we're going to make it special. That's today's Daily Decant. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so you can continue building your wine knowledge in just a few minutes a day. See you tomorrow for the next decant.